Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagra Jatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha जय श्री नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita reading. We are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, Chapter 2, the ecstatic manifestations of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, this second chapter of Madhya Leela is a synopsis of the later pastimes of Mahaprabhu, also known as the Antya Leela. So, the second chapter is giving us the synopsis of the Antya Leela. So we saw so far about we got a glimpse of the various manifestations of ecstasy of Mahaprabhu, which actually look like he's going through great tribulation, and how he expresses this to his most confidential associates, Swarup Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Rai, and also how he's not in external consciousness most of the time. He's always, at every moment practically, he's not in external consciousness, he's experiencing separation. Then we saw what was the Lord's mood when he took darshan of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. He would be in the mood of Srimati Radharani coming to Kurukshetra. So he would see that, oh, Krishna has come to Vrindavan, and he would feel great. His eyes are pacified, taking darshan. And then when he would go home, then again he would feel great separation, and he would be wondering, where is Krishna? Where is Vrindavan? Like that. And while in that state, he's asking Krishna himself, he's speaking to Krishna that, my Lord, you are most merciful. I'm in a helpless state in your separation. Um, you tell me where I can find you. I don't know how to pass my time. I'm not able to pass even one moment. How am I going to pass all this time? And then in this way, his restlessness was awakened by ecstatic feelings. And one more thing that we read was because of this madness of love, what is it that Mahaprabhu what was going on in him? The various symptoms of ecstasy. So we also saw about when there are similar feelings, similar symptoms, like let's say happiness and satisfaction, coming from different sources. That's called Swarupa Sandhi. In a pure devotee who has love of Godhead, what is happening in his heart? Okay, just before this, one more point before this is that um, let me just share the screen. Uh, mm, there's two effects of love of Godhead. What are those two effects? One is a poisonous effect, and the other one is a nectarian effect. Both are very strong. Both are very strong. Like eating death, but at the other hand, the taste is so intense, so irresistible, you cannot stop. So, like that, Krishna, having love of Godhead is such a feeling. So, the devotee is experiencing these contradictory emotions in his heart. So, what are these technically called? We saw that. So, when they have similar feelings, not contradictory, but similar feelings, like you feel humble and you feel, morose. So, that would be similar feelings, right? So, similar feelings coming from different sources is called Swarupa Sandhis. Coming together of these feelings is called Sandhi, and Swarupa Sandhi is similar feelings coming together. But when opposite feelings are coming together, it is like what? Um, hmm, it's called Bhinna Rupa Sandhi, right? Bhinna Rupa. Bhinna Rupa means they're different. They're not the same, opposites. Like you feel very angry, and at the same time you are experiencing pleasure, right? You're feeling grief, and you're experiencing great pleasure. Both are intense feelings. And when this happens, when such opposite feelings are coming in the heart, or opposite emotions appear in the heart of this devotee, then it's like these emotions are fighting with each other like soldiers to get the upper hand. And this devotee, and why this is happening? The cause for all this is the madness of love. So then there are different terms used, right? What happens when such emotions come? They're not able to think properly. They're not able to speak words, like they may even speak offensive words, right? They're not able to discriminate or judge. So externally it appears like this is a mentally deranged person or something. So we saw the word chapalya, and then uh, different terms were used. I'm forgetting now, but let me, yeah, see, text 63 here. My dear Krishna, only you. Okay, also, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is actually uh, reciting verses spoken by Srimati Radharani. Hmm? Yeah, it's a quote from Krishna Karanamrita of Bilva Mangal Thakur. So whenever Mahaprabhu would feel such intense separation, what was his only solace? He would recite verses uh, from Krishna Karnamrita, or from Jagannath Vallabha Nataka, uh, and one more, Vidagdha Madhava, like that, in which the gopis, and in most places, Srimati Radharani is expressing her condition. So, by reciting those verses which relate to his own condition, the Lord gets some solace. And he's actually kind of able to release the grief that he's experiencing by reciting these verses. So, here in Krishna Karnamrita, from Krishna Karnamrita, this is spoken by Srimati Radharani. Mahaprabhu is saying, reciting this. O Krishna, O flute player, the sweetness of your early age is wonderful within these three worlds. You know my unsteadiness and I know yours, right? You know my irresistible attraction to your wonderful sweetness, your features. You know about me. And I also know how sweet your features are, right? Your qualities are. No one else knows about this, right? My condition, nobody understands. And how much nectar there is in you, that also nobody understands. The depth of your sweetness, nobody understands. And the depth of my attraction to you, that also no one understands. Only you understand that, and I understand you. So I want to see your, this is my desire. I want to see, I want to relish, right? That beautiful face of yours in a solitary place. But how can I, how can this be accomplished like this? So this is a verse from Krishna Karnamrita. Again, another verse. Only you know, and I know the strength of your beautiful features, and because of them, my unsteadiness. Now, this is my position. I don't know where to go because no one else knows. No one else can give me any shelter. No one else can pacify me. Only you know. So I'm coming to you. But where are you? Isn't it? I want to be with you, but I want your association. I don't know what to do, where to go, where can I find you? I'm asking you only, right? Krishna, I'm asking you. You give me directions. Where can I find you? Then, because of the various kinds of, so here, this is the verse we read yesterday. So, what are these different? Because of the various kinds of ecstasy, contradictory states of mind occurred, and this resulted in a great fight between different types of ecstasy. These are different types, right? On one hand, there's happiness, and there's anxiety, and there's fear, and there is anger, and of being mistreated, so many emotions simultaneously, and all of them are ecstasies. Anxiety, impotence, uh, impotence, right? Being unable to perform anything properly. Humility, anger, and impatience were all like soldiers fighting, and the madness of love of Godhead was the cause. So we saw this also, I just discussed earlier. Okay, just one more word, which I didn't do a recap today, is Shabalya. Shabalya means when this Bhinna Rupa Sandhi happens, that means when these opposite ecstasies are combined together, there is a friction between these opposing contradictory ecstasies. That friction that is caused is called Shabalya. And then Chapalya. Chapalya means, yeah, impotence. Impotence means being unable, right? You're not able to bear the separation. You're so eager to meet the Lord. So that outsukya is another word, like utsaha. From utsaha, there is outsukya. You're very, very eager to meet the Lord, so eager that you're not, unable to bear the separation anymore. You become very helpless. You don't know how to tolerate the separation. Outsukya. Hmm? And then what are the symptoms of that? You start breathing heavily, you become impatient, you become very anxious. This is the symptoms of outsukya. And then also others, lightness of heart, strong attachment, strong agitation. And this is impotence. Impotence means now you're not able to, right? You're not able to function properly. A failure of judgment, right? Misuse of words, obstinate activities. All this is chapalya. Impotence means chapalya. And one more word is amarsha, rosha. Rosha means you actually start using abominable speech, offensive speech out of anger. So rosha means anger. Uh, and then there is one more, amarsha. Amarsha means you when you are mistreated or when you are insulted, then you become very impatient, right? You become very impatient. That is called amarsha. All these are ecstasies. Mm. Also, there are other symptoms, right? You start getting a headache. In this, when you have amarsha, you're not able to bear that insult, right? Then you start getting a headache, your body starts fading in color, and then you are desperately trying to come out of that situation, but you're not able to come out of it. You're looking for a remedy, how to get out of that. Also bearing grudge, right? Aversion and chastisement, right? These are all ecstatic symptoms that are experienced by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Matta gaja bhavagana prabhura deha ikshuvana gaja yuddhe vanera dalana prabhura hoila divyonmada tanumanera avasada bhava veshe kore sambodhana. The body of the Lord was just like a field of sugarcane into which the mad elephants of ecstasy entered. Interesting. Yesterday in Srimad Bhagavatam class, we were reading about elephants also. We were reading that Sri Lord Ramchandra, he would have all the roads of Ayodhya sprinkled with scented water, perfumed water, and perfumed liquor by elephants' trunks. So elephants would go and sprinkle. So talking about the opulence of Lord Ramchandra's rule, Srila Prabhupada or Srila Sukadev Goswami, just to hint what was the opulence of Ramaraja, elephants would go to sprinkle perfumed water on all the streets for the people, like that. So anyway, here also we are reading about elephants, but not just elephants, mad elephants, right? What is mad elephant offense? Committing offense against Vaishnavas. Blaspheming Vaishnavas is called a mad elephant offense. Why? When a mad elephant enters into a field, right, it just destroys everything. It destroys everything. Nothing will remain there. So if your heart is like a field, and in that field you are, or like a garden, and in that you are nicely cultivating your creeper of bhakti, by watering with Harinam every day, by removing the weeds, unwanted habits, right? Qualities very carefully, you're uprooting and you're watering that creeper nicely, and it is growing. And then all of a sudden, one mad elephant enters into your garden, finished. That creeper is crushed. That means your bhakti will be finished by this Hathi Mata. That means mad elephant offense. So the body of the Lord was just like a field of sugarcane. So here, coming to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his body was like a field. So this is a different analogy here. So I gave you different analogies because of the word elephant, of elephants. So they're related to different things. Okay. Just elephant came, so I told you these things. But in our context here, Mahaprabhu is experiencing these ecstasies, contradictory ecstasies, and these ecstasies were like a mad elephant. And what is the field where this mad elephant is entering? That is his body. The body of the Lord was just like a field of sugarcane into which the mad elephants of ecstasy, not one elephant. One ecstasy, one elephant is sufficient to destroy your field. And here there is many elephants, many mad elephants entering into the field. What is that field? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body. There was a fight amongst the elephants. Now imagine, not just they were just going around and just crushing everything. They started, and they are mad elephants, they started having a fight in the field, and in the process the entire field of sugarcane was destroyed. Thus, and he experienced despondency in mind and body. In this way, ecstatic condition. In this ecstatic condition, he began to speak as follows. So, Mahaprabhu's body consists of, right, everything. The body includes your mind, the functions of the mind, functions of intelligence, right, and of course the senses, everything. So when the mad elephants entered the body, or the ecstasies entered the body like mad elephants entering the field, and they started fighting with each other, these ecstasies are trying to get an upper hand, so they're fighting with each other, the body stopped functioning, right? It's not doing what it is normally supposed to do. The mind is not, the intelligence is not able to discriminate, right? And the mind is not able to do anything. The proper judgment is not happening, and so many things. So it was like completely, but at the same time, these are all ecstasies, right? These are all ecstasies. So always remember that analogy of a hot sugar cane juice. I mean, hot sugar cane, eating hot sugar cane. So the body is getting destroyed in the sense that you're not able to function properly. You're not in external consciousness, and externally it appears like there's a great tribulation, but at the same time it is the highest ecstasy. And this is the condition of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So once again, the body of the Lord was just like a field of sugarcane into which the mad elephants of ecstasy entered. There was a fight amongst the elephants, and in the process, the entire field of sugarcane was destroyed. The body was destroyed. Thus, transcendental madness was awakened in the body of the Lord. Yeah. So, what do you mean by the body getting destroyed? Normally, whatever the body does, it's not happening, right? It's not happening. That's why you start doing abnormal things. That, what do you mean by mentally deranged, right? In even ordinarily, when you say mentally deranged means his mind is not functioning properly, right? He's doing all absurd things, crazy things, mentally deranged, like that. So therefore, this person who is in ecstasy appears to be like a mad person, like a madman to others. So Mahaprabhu also, because of all these ecstasies that are fighting with each other like mad elephants fighting with each other in a field of sugarcane, they just destroyed the field. Similarly, the transcendental body of the Lord was completely, you can say, dysfunctional. Hmm? Thus, transcendental madness was awakened in the body of the Lord, and there was despondency in mind and body. Despondency. In this ecstatic condition, he began to speak as follows. Now the Lord is speaking further, right? In this condition, now he begins to speak. Where is Mahaprabhu? Mahaprabhu is at home. After taking darshan of Jagannath, he went back home and he's experiencing all this. And when he's in his separation, sometimes he recites some verses from Bilva Mangal Thakur's Krishna Karnamrita, and sometimes he speaks like here. हे देव हे दैत हे भुवनैक बन्धो हे कृष्ण हे चपल हे करुणैक सिन्धो हे नाथ हे रमण हे नयनाभिराम हा हा कदा नु भवितासि पदं दृशोर्मे. Who's saying this? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. O my Lord, O dearest one, O only friend of the universe, O Krishna, O restless one, O only ocean of mercy, O my Lord, O my enjoyer, O beloved to my eyes, alas, when will you again be visible to me? So, in that condition, when there's like a, like a hurricane going on inside Mahaprabhu. What was that? All these various ecstasies are, clashing against each other. And the body is completely in a helpless condition, not able to bear all these ecstasies. And in that state, Mahaprabhu speaks like this. O my Lord, O dearest one, O only friend of the universe, O Krishna, O restless one, O only ocean of mercy, O my Lord, O my enjoyer, O beloved to my eyes, alas, when will you again be visible to me? Right? This is a text also from Krishna Karnamrita. Again, so Mahaprabhu is reciting verses. So they are very exactly tallying these verses with Mahaprabhu's condition. Unmadera lakshana koraya Krishna spurana bhavaveshe uthe pranayamana solluntha vachanariti managarva vyajastuti kabhu ninda kabhu va sammana. The symptoms of madness served as an impetus for remembering Krishna. Yes. So, what was happening to Mahaprabhu? He is feeling so much separation, and in that separation, he was suffering. Right? He was separation because there is no union, there is no alambana, there is no meeting. And also, Mahaprabhu says that there's no chance of my meeting you. I'm not meeting you right now, and I don't see any opportunity of meeting you, of seeing you. So it's a very helpless condition. And in that state, in that separation, when these ecstatic symptoms come, and what is happening in these ecstatic symptoms, you're rebuking, or in anger, you're saying something. So they are actually giving association of Krishna, these ecstatic symptoms. So the suffering which is caused by separation is countered by these ecstatic symptoms which actually give association of Krishna or remembrance of Krishna. The symptoms of madness served as an impetus for remembering Krishna. So when you're angry and you're rebuking Krishna, what are you doing? Remembering Krishna, right? Oh, you're this, you're that. Or in humility, great humility, you're saying, oh, you are the most merciful Lord. Again, these ecstasies are serving in remembrance of Krishna. Various ecstasies, all types of ecstasies, whether they are anger or despondency or humility, they're all serving, aiding in remembering Krishna. The mood of ecstasy awoke love, disdain, defamation by words, pride, honor, and indirect prayer. Thus, Sri Krishna was sometimes blasphemed and sometimes honored. So, just like the contradictory ecstasies coming together. So sometimes in that ecstasy, in that madness, sometimes they are blaspheming Krishna. So what are the different moods that awaken? Love, right? There is intense love, intense affection, but at the same time disdain, right? Like you feel like you're like hatred. How is that possible? Love and hatred? How? Yeah. And then because of that, defamation by words, like you say all kinds of offensive words, and then pride, honor, and then of by all this again there is an indirect prayer, right? When will I see? When will you give my association? Like that. So thus Sri Krishna was sometimes blasphemed and sometimes honored, purport. The word unmada is in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. The word unmada is explained in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu as extreme joy. Generally, you think unmada means madness. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu explains unmada as extreme joy. So it is extreme. It can be extreme joy, misfortune, and bewilderment in the heart due to separation. So it's a combination of all three. Unmada means extreme joy, extreme misfortune, and extreme bewilderment due to separation. This is unmada. Joy, misfortune, and bewilderment. Extreme. Symptoms of unmada are laughing like a madman, dancing, singing, performing ineffectual activities, talking nonsense, running, shouting, and sometimes working in contradictory ways. The word pranaya is explained thus: when there is a possibility of receiving direct honor, but it is avoided, that love is called pranaya. right? When there is a possibility of receiving direct honor, it is avoided, right? So, yeah, so this is like, like you have mana. So these are all various stages of prema. In prema also there are 7 stages. You have sneha, mana, pranaya, then bhava, and mahabhava, like that. Various stages of prema are there. So this pranaya, what is pranaya? So mana means, like, you become, what is the word in English? Root jana in Hindi they say, right? You uh, kind of sulking. Yeah. So you don't talk and you're just, so that is mana. So pranaya also similar. So where there is a possibility of receiving direct honor, but you avoid that. You avoid that. This is pranaya. Srila Rupa Goswami in his Ujjvala Nilamani explains the word mana thus: when the lover feels novel sweetness by exchanging hearty loving words, this is about mana. The lover feels novel sweetness, novel, new sweetness, by exchanging hearty loving words, but wishes to hide his feelings by crooked means. Mana is experienced. Okay? So actually, the lover is getting pleasure in the exchange of sweet words, but tries to hide the pleasure that he or she is getting. He tries to hide his feelings by crooked means. This is mana, like that. So, all these things are going on in the heart of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu is actually saying this by reciting the verse from Krishna Caritamrita, uh, which is actually spoken by Srimati Radharani to Krishna. Mahaprabhu is expressing his feelings. So, what did Mahaprabhu say in the previous one? That, okay, this is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami telling. The symptoms of madness served as an impetus for remembering Krishna. The mood of ecstasy awoke love, disdain, defamation by words, pride, honor, and indirect prayer. Thus, Sri Krishna was sometimes blasphemed and sometimes honored. So then, blasphemed, how does that go? So you see that in Pranaya and Mana. 267. তুমি দেবা ক্রীড়ারতা ভুবনেরা নারী যতা তাহে করো অভীষ্ট ক্রীডনা তুমি মোর দয়িতা মোতে বৈসে তোমারা চিতা মোরা ভাগ্যে কইলে আগমনা. In the attitude of Radharani, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu addressed Krishna. My dear Lord, you are engaged in your pastimes and you utilize all the women in the universe according to your desire. You are so kind to me. Please divert your attention to me, for by fortune you have appeared before me. Right? There are so many women in the whole universe, and by your desire, you're engaging all of them with you in your pastimes. Please pay some attention to me also. You're very kind to me. You're very kind to me. So who's speaking? Srimati Radharani, right? So, or in the attitude of Srimati Radharani, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is speaking. You are so kind to me. Please, look at me also, right? You're engaging all the women in the universe, but please divert your attention to me. Why? Because by fortune you have appeared before me. Yeah. Now you're before me, so pay attention here also, like that. Bhuvanera nari gana sabha karo akarshana taha karo sabha samadhana tumi Krishna chittahara aiche kono pamara tomareva keba kore mana. My dear Lord, you attract all the women of the universe and you make adjustments for all of them when they appear. So you make adjustments. You attract all the women of the universe, right? When the Lord performs Rasa Leela, you attract all the women of the universe, and when they come, you make adjustments for each one of them, right? You make them, you please them, each person you please. You make adjustments for all of them when they appear. You are Lord Krishna, and you can enchant everyone. Why? Krishna means what? All attractive. He's attractive. He enchants every person. So he's Krishna. You are Krishna. You are Lord Krishna, and you can enchant everyone. But on the whole, you are nothing but a debauchee. Who can honor you? You see the contradictory emotions? Just one verse before, oh, you're so kind to me. Please divert your attention to me. You're engaging all these ladies in the dance with you. But now you have appeared before me. Please, you also, look at me. And then you're attracting all these women, and why you're attracting everyone? Because you're Krishna. You're enchanting everyone. And even you're making adjustments for everyone. But on the whole, right, it's like out of nowhere, out of nowhere. On the whole, you're nothing but a debauchee. Who can honor you? So again, the contradictory emotions. Right? तुम्हारा चपलमति एकत्र न होए स्थिति ताते तुम्हारा नहीं किछु दोषा तुम्ही तो करुणा सिंधु हमारा पराण बंधु तुम्हाय नहीं मोर कभु रोषा. Now see, again turning around. My dear Krishna, your mind is always restless. You cannot remain in one place, but you are not at fault for this, right? Previous verse, on the whole, you're just a debauchee. How can anyone honor you? That was the previous verse. And now, actually, it's not your fault. You are so restless. You cannot stay in one place, right? You go to different people because you're so restless. You cannot just be with one person. You cannot just remain in one place. That's not your fault. You're not at fault for this. You are actually the ocean of mercy, the friend of my heart. Therefore, I have no reason to be angry with you. This is what it means. And all these are happening simultaneously at the same time. Right? It's not like one after another. So, yeah. So it's not your fault. You're actually an ocean of mercy. You are my best friend. So I cannot be angry with you. I have no reason to be angry with you. तुम्ही नाथ व्रज प्राण व्रजेर करो परित्राण बहु कार्य नाही अवकाशा तुम्ही अमार रमण सुख दिते आगमन ए तुम्हारा वैदग्ध्य विलासा. My dear Lord, you are the master and the life and the soul of Vrindavan. My dear Lord, you are the master and the life and soul of Vrindavan. Kindly arrange for the deliverance of Vrindavan. We have no leisure hours away from our many activities. Actually, you are my enjoyer. You have appeared just to give me happiness, and this is one of your expert activities. What is your expert activities? You are enjoying me. You have appeared just to give me happiness. And how do you give me happiness? By enjoying me, because he is the Purusha. And everyone else is enjoyed by the Purusha. You are the supreme enjoyer. You have appeared, right? So please deliver Vrindavan. Arrange for the deliverance of Vrindavan. Because for Vrindavan, you are the only object. You are the life and soul of Vrindavan. Without you, they'll die, right? You are the life and soul of Vrindavan. So please, have mercy on Vrindavan. Deliver Vrindavan. They're dying in separation from you. We have no leisure hours away from our many activities. Actually, you are my enjoyer. You have appeared just to give me happiness, and this is one of your expert activities. So the word Vaidagdhya means that one is very expert, learned, humorous, cunning, beautiful, and skilled in manifesting caricatures. How is this related? That we have no leisure hours, we are very busy in many activities, and then actually you are my enjoyer. Acha, okay. So the main activity is that you should enjoy us because you're the life and soul of Vrindavan, isn't it? We have no leisure hours away from our many activities, but actually you are our enjoyer, my enjoyer. You have appeared just to give me happiness. You have appeared simply to give me happiness, and this is one of your expert activities, right? By enjoying me and giving me happiness, this is your expert activities. So the word Vaidagdya is used to mean expert. Expert, learned, humorous, cunning, beautiful, and skilled in manifesting caricatures. I'll stop here. We'll continue tomorrow. There's about another 20, about 20-25 verses, I think, remaining in this chapter. And then we'll dive into Madhya Leela. So we are still reading the synopsis of the Antya Leela. This is the second chapter of Madhya Leela.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. The Krishna Karunamrita is written by Billamangal Thakur, right?
Yeah.
What is the was he contemporary with Mahaprabhu or before Mahaprabhu?
Before Mahaprabhu.
Okay. That's why Mahaprabhu could recited the verses.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I got it. Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.